In a peaceful village nestled between green hills and winding rivers, there lived a boastful man named Ramesh. He was tall, well-dressed, and had a loud voice that echoed in the streets. He walked with his chest puffed out, always claiming he knew everything, from farming and carpentry to philosophy and politics. Wherever there was a gathering, Ramesh would make sure he was at the center, talking the loudest and interrupting others to show off his knowledge. On the other side of the village lived a quiet man named Harish. He was a skilled carpenter who didn't talk much. People respected him for his honesty and humility. He spent most of his time working on his craft and helping others in need without asking for anything in return. Whenever there was a problem, villagers went to Harish for a solution. Not because he shouted the loudest, but because he always found a way to fix things calmly. One day, the village decided to build a new community hall. The headman called for a meeting and invited all the villagers to share their ideas. As expected, Ramesh stood up first. He waved his hands dramatically and said, "I've seen halls in big cities. I know how this should be done. Use marble. Use gold paint. We must build a tall tower beside it." He spoke for nearly an hour without letting anyone else speak. The villagers listened, slightly amused but mostly confused. Then Harish stood up. He didn't raise his voice. He quietly laid out a plan. How much they would need, how long it would take to build, and how to involve local labor so that everyone got paid. He explained how the roof should be built to survive the heavy rains, and how they could use local materials to keep costs down. The villagers clapped. Even the headman nodded in agreement. Ramesh, feeling overshadowed, scoffed and muttered, "What does a simple carpenter know compared to me?" The project began under Harish's guidance. Ramesh kept showing up, giving loud suggestions nobody asked for, but didn't lift a single brick. As the days went by, Harish and his small team worked steadily. Within weeks, a beautiful hall stood tall at the center of the village, strong and practical, just as Harish had designed. During the inauguration ceremony, the headman thanked Harish for his contributions. As the applause echoed, Ramesh quietly left the crowd, realizing that talking loudly didn't earn respect. Actions did. Moral of the story: empty vessels make the most noise. Those who boast the most often have the least to offer, while the truly wise speak through their actions, not their volume.